whenever they see me, they used to greet me saying namaste. We have to, wait for the right moment and the right time to tick it off from the bucket. Always save some money for yourself. Say now you receive your salary, don't go to pay your debts at once. I talk a lot to myself. You need to talk to yourself. You need to always push yourself. You need to make your mind think anything is achievable.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Ladies First, the 8th episode of our Ladies First podcast, and today's guest is a very special person. So she represents strength, versatility and adventure. She is Miss Universe Sri Lanka 2024, a former national basketball player and a banker too. So drum roll please as I welcome Melanie Dasanaika.
Hi Melky, thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much for coming. And let's start with a very fun question. So if your life was a movie right now, what would it be? It can be any genre.
Oh my goodness.
Like
Melky?
a rom-com. A rom-com or even like anything.
Oh, but I would like to say, maybe because this movie is also coming up, I'd say Devil Wears Prada.
Ooh. So are you into like fashion?
I am, yeah. Fashion, work, balancing life out. I think, yeah.
Like coming out of the car and being like, oh,
being so
sassy.
posh and sassy.
That's a nice pick though. That's a very OG movie also. So yeah. So I want to know, so people see the titles of you like Miss Universe Sri Lanka and like an athlete and a banker. But I want to know, what's the version of you that people don't often see?
So I think people don't see me as a family person. Like, I'm very family oriented. I love spending time with my family, my friends, even with my pets at home. And I think you know this very well. I'm a big time foodie at heart. So I love to explore different types of cuisines, even to cook at home, bake stuff. So I think that's what I like doing. And also, I'm a very curious person. I love to learn a little bit of everything, and I think that's what keeps me going. And I think that side of it, people don't see much often. So yeah,
Foodie part and all.
foodie part,
I think
being
they
with the
should
family.
know. Yeah, that's like family-oriented girl.
I know.
That's nice. So you've been a national basketball player also, which is amazing. And to say you're the first sports athlete in our podcast. Like, no one has been like related to sports.
Oh my god, I'm
You're
honored.
the first, yeah. So I was also like, wow, okay, she has a lot going on in her life, and she was also, it's super cool. So how did sports shape you as a person today?
So what I learned from sports is the mindset of never giving up, right? Because sports have always helped me to push through in life, to face challenges and to accept both, failure and success in the right mindset. I think a lot of people fail to do that nowadays because winning is good, but failure actually builds our character. It shows us who you really are when you lose something, and it helps us to truly learn things more and to later succeed in life. And also, one other thing I learned is the importance of teamwork, because this is a life you can't really go alone. This is a short journey that you can go with people. So teamwork, never giving up mindset, and also, what did I just say? I forgot.
You never giving up mindset.
And also, Melky. And also accepting both failure and success in the right mindset.
Exactly. So I feel like those things shaped you as a sports person.
Correct, yes.
So what was one experience during your pageant journey, because you were in Miss Universe 2024, that really stayed with you, like something that taught you more about yourself in like the beauty pageant that you learned? What is something?
Okay. So, not a lot of people know that I had to go for my international pageant just after winning the local pageant in just 3 weeks, right? So, I had a very short time to prepare, but I still had this, mindset where I thought I can do anything and everything. So, when I went there, I realized that I was fairly confident, but that stage actually showed me a different level of strength in me. And being far away from home in Mexico and not seeing a Sri Lankan flag or a Sri Lankan person there to cheer you was very tough. And I remember there are pageant critics who used to be there, old pageant critics, fans of other countries, other queens, and also their teams. And they used to, whenever they see me, they used to greet me saying namaste. And I'd be like, I used to smile and be like, it's Ayubowan, and I come from a beautiful island called Sri Lanka.
Exactly.
I used to always go this extra mile and show them pictures, videos of my country, and tell them about the people, how hospitable our people are. And the amazing memory I have is they used to come back because they were there the whole time we had the pageant, right? So they used to come up to me, greet me saying, "Are you Bowen?" And they used to take my autograph and show me pictures of my country.
Wow, that's the difference.
I'm getting goosebumps because that's memory I still relive, right? And I was so happy because I was their first impression of Sri Lanka, and I managed to tell them about my beautiful island.
That's amazing,
nation.
actually. I mean, like, there is always this thing. Whenever you go to international country, they assume that you're Indian. Because,
Yeah.
of course, our skin color and all. But then
Yes.
that has to change. Not only brown people are from India.
Exactly, that has to change, and we have our own identity as Sri
Exactly,
Lankans.
yes.
I agree.
So this is a very fun question. I'm excited to ask this about you. So you're clearly someone who enjoys a bit of adrenaline in you. Where does that adventurous side come from?
I'd say definitely my mom.
Oh,
She's my biggest supporter, my biggest strength. And growing up, I saw how bold and fearless she was. That really instilled in me and my brother both, but I think I lived that side of her a bit more than my brother. So definitely my mom.
so mom's influence on you, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
So what out of your bucket list?
Mhm.
Skydiving, go karting, okay?
You have done a good research about me, Melky.
Hot air ballooning. So what are you going to do first, and have you already done them?
Well, not yet, unfortunately, but I've started traveling and I've, went on roller coasters and stuff like that, so I can really tick those off. But the three big achievements I've achieved so far is winning Miss Universe Sri Lanka in 2024, being awarded the most valuable basketball player in the Mercantile tournament, which happened in 2024 again, and also being awarded the Multifaceted Career Women of the Year award in 2025 at the
Wow.
Youth Top 40 awards night. So those are some of my big achievements so far. And the other thing about bucket list is something I realized, we can't really achieve all at once.
Exactly, yeah.
We have to wait for the right moment and the right time to tick it off from the bucket. So yeah, definitely manifesting for those good
Yes.
moments.
I think you saw my bucket list also that day.
I did. I'm so happy for you, and sending good vibes for you
Yes,
as
that
well.
was the first bucket list, you know what I mean? So let's go to the other question. A lot of young people struggle with managing money. So what's one simple habit you can tell us, coming from a banker itself, actually make a big difference in the long run?
Okay, that's very interesting. So the simple point that I can give is always save some money for yourself. Say now you receive your salary, don't go to pay your debts at once. Just save a small portion for yourself. And as and when you receive money, always save a little portion. No matter how big or little that money is, always save the first portion for yourself, and know where you spend money. Keep a track of the outflows, because nowadays we would like to just order Uber Eats, Picnics, this and that. So just keep a track of where your money goes out. I think definitely you can cut out on those things and start saving
It's
up.
very tempting also sometimes, right? When you see the salary, I'm like, Okay, I need
Let's
to
add
get
this to our cart now.
exactly. And let's go online shopping. Let's go physical shopping.
I know. So just, that will help you. Keeping a track will actually help you to save a lot of money and get an idea of where money goes out.
Okay, this is something that I really wanted to ask you. I needed your opinion on this.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the biggest misconception older generations have about Gen Z?
So I've spoken a lot about this because I work in the corporate, I work with different generations, right? So the most important thing this older generation thinks about Gen Zs is that they're lazy. But the thing I have to say is that no, it's not, because Gen Zs have gone through so many differences in the economy. They lived in a highly competitive, era, and they have seen drastic changes more than the older generation. So I think they're more intentional in life. Whatever they put their heart and soul onto, they would like to know the main purpose of something that they do. They're very intentional, and also they take care about their mental well-being. So to answer your question, they're not committed, but they're very intentional in whatever they do.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that.
No more.
So you come across as a confident and a composed person. Like, what's something you had to work on within yourself that people don't see often, like the confidence in you? How did you work within yourself?
I talk a lot to myself. You need to talk to yourself. You need to always push yourself. You need to make your mind think anything is achievable. Always talk to yourself. And the other thing I would say, being confident is something I naturally had within me because of my extracurricular activities. I started doing extracurricular activities at a very young age. So it always pushed me to, put on a brave face and to face something, face challenges. Being composed is something I learned in the corporate world, because growing up, I was not very, composed. And composed came up because I had to just go through, pressurized situations, not show my emotions much. So it's something I learned later in life.
To have that confidence in you.
Confidence and later to be composed.
Great. So now we're going to have a rapid fire round, okay? Very fun. I love to ask these questions. So the first will be heels or sneakers?
Definitely heels.
Oh, you're a heels girly.
Yeah.
Comfort, not comfort.
No comfort.
Just like fashion.
Fashion.
Basketball court or runway?
This is difficult. This is a difficult one.
Put you on the spot.
I know. But I'd say it's the basketball court.
Basketball court. Back to your roots, I see.
Back to my
your-
roots.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Oh, you're a tea girl.
Tea girl, and my mom's tea is my most favorite tea in the world. So I'd say tea.
Ooh, interesting. Beach or mountains?
This is also a difficult question. Definitely beach, because I come from Vallavata, and the beach is just closer to my house. So I'd say
So
beach.
a beach girly. Nice. Early mornings or late nights?
Why are you putting me on the spot here, Melky? Like, I like both. I can do both, actually.
What's something that you really look forward to? The morning or the night?
No, I think the night.
The night.
Yeah, definitely.
Dream country to visit? So far, like from what you have visited, like not visited yet.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Anything. European country?
Yeah, I'd say, okay, wait. Maybe Germany? I'd say Germany.
Ooh. That's nice. And you can travel from there also everywhere.
Yeah, I can travel from there. Or maybe let me quickly change it to Italy. Because I love the food there.
Oh my gosh, same. I love Italian food.
I know.
The best. And one word to describe yourself.
Humble.
I see that. Yes, you are. So let's go for the last question, the closing question. And if a young girl watching this podcast and she feels unsure about her path, like a career and like especially her confidence or her future, what would you want to like tell her about whatever she's going through this?
It's okay to feel unsure or not to know where you want to be, but I think be curious, because being curious will actually take you to the path where you want to be, because then you open up your space, you open up your boundaries, then you start learning so many different things, and that'll get you to where you want to be. Don't be afraid, always trust in yourself, because you're more stronger than you think you are. And don't let anyone put you down. Always believe in yourself and be curious. Also, more importantly, be a good person in heart.
That's amazing. That's amazing advice. I mean,
Thank you.
that's something that I also should take to my heart, to be a good person.
Yes.
That's the most important thing, humanity.
Humanity, because it's a short journey we are in. So why do we have to, put others down? Just lift everybody with you and, be a good
Grow
person.
together.
Grow together, yeah.
So thank you so much. It's the end of the podcast and it's a wrap. Thank you so much for coming, Melanie, on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks.
So
thanks
nice
again.
to having you, and we had a lovely conversation as well.
Likewise. Thank you.
So I will see you guys in another interesting episode, and make sure you see all our YouTube videos and follow us on Instagram to catch up our latest reels. And I will see you soon with another interesting guest in another interesting video. Bye.